Hey guys, James here from Hackathon and welcome back to the Bug Bounty Hunting Web Penetration tutorial series. And today I'm going to go ahead and discuss HTML injection stored. Now, what is stored? Stored is basically where the data would be stored in the data store of that particular website. So in other words, it will make it persistent. Like whatever inputs that you're putting in that particular text box, it would go ahead and get registered in the database or the data store of that particular website, and you know that would make that particular payload applicable and available for all the users who are going ahead and accessing that particular website at any given point of time. So let me just go and show you some really juicy payloads here. So what I've got here is like I've prepared a few statements here. For example, this one, I'll explain the payload, what I'm talking about. If I do a submit, it'll say James hacked you again, it'll go back. Now, if I refresh this page, it'll say James hacked you again. If I refresh this page once again, it'll say James hacked you again. So it's stored in the database in the data store. So let me just go ahead and delete this. Now the next one is the most important one. I'm going to go ahead and steal the cookies using a simple HTML code. All right. This is probably something that you have not seen anywhere else. I'm not going to use Burp Suite or any other external tool. I'm just going to go ahead and use a very simple method to go ahead and steal the cookies. So what I've done is like I've gone ahead and created a small HTML file. This is function get cookie, all cookies equals to a document.cookie, right? And then I've closed the script block and the HTML tags. So this is it pretty much. And I would be using an iframe injection to do that. You can go ahead and host this on your DigitalOcean VPS servers and go ahead and do whatever you want to do with it. So let me show you how this thing works. So if I go ahead and copy this thing, and let me just go back to the page here. Right, so let me just go and put this thing here, and I'll start the listener on port number 8080-LVP. I'm sorry, 8081, and I'll do a submit. And as you can see, I've got the session cookie. I'm pretty sure that this is something that you have not seen previously. This is the exact output of Burp Suite. Like when you do an intercept on Burp, this is what you get. And this is what I'm showing you without using Burp Suite. So this is something that you can go ahead and use to do penetration testing on websites and see if they are vulnerable to cookie hijacking and report that. Now let me show you that this is persistent. So if I go ahead and add something like this once again, and I hit enter, or rather submit, it will go and kill the session. Granted, I'll start the process once again, and I will go ahead and put something else. Let's say some other user went ahead and put something else, and there you go. I did not go ahead and put anything. I put this particular payload, but the iframe got executed in the background. That's because the iframe has been stored. The iframe has been stored in the data store, and that's why I'm getting the session cookie here. And if you have cookie injector extension, browser extension, then you can go and inject this particular cookie and hijack the session, and you can report that as a vulnerability to the franchisee who was owning that particular website. And if your claim is legible, then you should be getting a bounty for that. Now moving on, and keep in mind, like, you'll have to go ahead and keep this running all the time to go ahead and hijack the cookies. Like for example, if I go ahead and put this once again, anything, or rather say, hey there, James here. So it said, hey there, James here, but as you can see, it went ahead and captured the cookie once again. Let me just go ahead and cancel this, run this once again, and show you. Yo, submit. Now as you can see, like the previous instances of that particular iframe injection is gone and a new iframe has been created, and we've got a YOI here, and we've got the session cookie, so it's persistent. So let me just cancel out of this real quick and let me show you the next exploit, how to get a reverse shell. So let me just delete all of this stuff real fast. Now I have gone ahead and created a payload, even though that this payload is not complete, so as to say, because this particular blog, or rather this particular module in BWAP, does not parse PHP files. If it parsed the PHP files, then this would have gone ahead and worked. But I'll show you the concept of what I'm talking about. So I have gone ahead and added a button to upload files. So I have a choose file here. I can go to user share web shells PHP, and I can go ahead and upload the PHP reverse shell from Pentest Monkey, or you can go and create your own reverse shell, PHP reverse shells using Weebly, and do an upload here. But as this particular site does not have, or rather this particular module does not have a PHP parser, it will not go ahead and give me a reverse shell. But in most of the scenarios, it the servers that we are talking about, they would be passing PHP parallelly along with HTML, so it would go ahead and parse this particular file and give you a reverse shell. As you can see, I'm running netcat on this particular uh, port, and it did not get connected, and I'm on this, let's say, if I do this ls, and if I do a nano php reverse shell or php, I've got my IP address and everything set, 192.168.25.196, port number 8080. I have port 192.168.25.196. But once again, like, as this particular module does not parse the PHP files, we're not getting the reverse shell. But this is a method that you can use to try and see if it incorporates that particular PHP reverse shell file and gives you a reverse shell. This is kind of like a very interesting exploit, and you can go ahead and try and use that and see if that works or not. Well, I do hope that this particular exploit, or rather this particular tutorial, was helpful. Uh, and this is very important because blogs are pretty much everywhere. Like the YouTube comment section is actually a blog section, right? And it's a stored blog. So there was a Japanese guy, I forgot the name, Mashuto, I think, who went ahead and found a XSS exploit for Google, for Google search bar. So if you keep on trying, then I'm pretty sure that you would succeed one time or the other. With There are a lot of payloads like polyglot payloads, and a lot of other things that you can go and try out. Well, I do hope that this particular tutorial was helpful and educational. And if you have any questions regarding the payloads, do uh, leave a comment or get in touch with me via Facebook or Twitter, and I'll be happy to help you out with that. And do subscribe to my channel and hit the bell notification icon to stay updated on my latest uploads. Once again, this was James from Hackathon, and do have a good day, evening, or night wherever you are. God bless now. Take care. Bye bye.